So come back to this video in exactly 1 year's time.
Yep, the end of September, and we'll see.
And tell us how Mike did.
Half in the bag. Fuck movies. The Mummy. $120 million budget.
That's your guess?
That's my guess.
Okay.
None of these budgets
None
are
of these
listed.
are confirmed.
Yes. $28 million domestic take. It's going to flop hard because it's called The Mummy. Even with Tom Cruise.
Sure.
So it's gonna have an international take of $100 million.
Oh, okay.
The Beauty and the Beast film, which I was thinking might have been a CGI film, and I have a budget of $75 million, but since it's not, it's going to go up a little.
Okay.
So I'm going to say $120 million budget for Beauty and the Beast.
That sounds reasonable.
A domestic take of $110 million, and a worldwide take of $300 million. This is a pretty stable bet.
Absolutely. They've been pretty consistent with those live action Disney movies lately.
Yeah. A 74% Rotten Tomatoes score. The Power Rangers film, while it will profit $150 million, it's going to suck. It's going to suck hard. It's going to get a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. And its budget's going to be $120 million, again. And it's only going to bring in $50 million domestically. And it's going to have a 70% drop off the first weekend. International take of $200 million. It's going to have a $150 million budget. It's going to make $250 million in the US. And internationally, probably less than 100.
Okay.
So it's going to profit. It's going to profit a lot. Transformers 5, $200 million budget. 230 million US and 900 million internationally.
Okay.
Putting the profit near $1 billion. Okay. I think it's going to start to wane. I think this will be the first one that dips below the $1 billion mark. Budget 250. Safe to say, probably 250.
What was Batman v Superman?
250.
Okay.
And all the Avengers movies were 250.
Yeah.
Domestic, $350 million.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Less worldwide, $600 million. I think it's going to do much better than Batman vs. Superman. I have a budget of, I'm going to say $200 million. The Avengers movies are $250. I think there'll be a lot of effects and action, but you don't have to pay Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
He might have a cameo, I don't know. But domestic take, $300 million. International take, $600 million.
Okay.
So we're talking about a $900 million movie take, not profit. Then you minus about $500 for the film's budget and the marketing costs.
Yeah.
A solid hit at $400 million profit. It's not going to be $1 billion Avengers-style movie.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes score. I have a 72%.
Okay.
Those are my numbers. Numbers are all listed here in one giant screen image format for looking at later. And we'll revisit us in a year.
Mark October 2017 on your calendar.